Hey there, everybody. Stuart Anderson, the Chief Marketing Officer here at Mute6, again with you on the Spend 10K Day podcast with my colleague, our Chief Executive Officer, Steve Weiss.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? We got an exciting topic for today. It's the second week of December, and everyone is getting ready for the holiday season. And one of the questions that I get a lot, it's a very stressful question that I get multiple times is, Steve, what do I do? My ads are not working.
Ooh, hate having to ask that question. It's a tough one for sure. Happens to everybody, even the best of us. Sometimes, for whatever reason, sometimes campaigns just aren't working. So, Steve, what do you do? How do you go about trying to improve results?
So the first thing you do, I like to just first look at the campaign, make sure it's set up properly. Number one, always make sure when you start a campaign that you exclude audience network.
Yeah, definitely. That's the black hole where dollars go to die on Facebook. You're going to look. It's a placement essentially within a campaign. It's a obviously a place where you can show ads. Along with mobile news feed, Instagram, desktop news feed, desktop right hand side. You're going to see an option for audience network on mobile, and you're going to want to make sure you exclude that.
Number two, remember, most of your ads, almost 9 tenths of the time, are going to be shown to mobile users. Make sure that your site works on mobile.
That's a great point. Great point.
If you have a site that is really bad on mobile, that doesn't render properly, there's no CTA buttons, no clear-cut CTA buttons, the checkout doesn't load properly, that's probably the main reason you're not getting any conversions. So if that is the case, it's okay. Some people don't have great mobile experiences. If that is the case, only focus your traffic on desktop users.
Yeah, I think the other relevant thing there too is, didn't Facebook come out and say that mobile performance is going to affect ad delivery too? Yeah. If somebody has a site that isn't optimized for mobile, not only are you delivering a bad ad experience to your potential customers, but Facebook is actually going to take that into account when kind of computing your algorithm performance in the auction.
Yep.
That's a huge takeaway there is mobile. Make sure you're optimized or don't send traffic there.
No, and then number three, bidding strategy. So I don't know if you guys ever noticed this, but if you have set up optimized for conversions and you're not getting a lot of conversions from Facebook, what Facebook will actually do is it'll stop serving your ad because you're not getting enough conversions for Facebook to optimize around. So what I recommend doing is to split test during this process of initial testing of a new product. Split test conversion objectives. If you don't have 1,000 conversions on your website, minimum 1,000, then only do clicks to website because Facebook doesn't have enough data to optimize for conversions. So remember, conversion objectives are really, really important during the initial testing of new products or new campaigns. So I usually start just initially either clicks to website, seeing what type of ads are getting the highest CTR. Sometimes I'll even take a post that's already set up on my fan page and that has a lot of likes, comments, shares, etc., that has a ton of engagement, and run paid PPE or pay per engagement ads directly to that post to kind of build off of those, social proof that's already there.
Love it.
And remember, when you launch an ad, people need to trust that ad, especially if you're hitting new audiences. So you always want to have some form of social proof in your ads when you launch so that your CTR and your conversion rate will go higher. So remember, number one, audience network. Turn that off. Get it out of here. Number two, mobile. Make sure your site is working on mobile. Number three, conversion objectives. Remember, optimize for conversion does not work if you do not have a minimum of $1,000 conversions. So if you're under that, optimize for other forms of objectives. Clicks to website, PPE. Number four, build off a post that already gets engagement. Literally, do not try and reinvent the wheel. You have great content already. Start promoting stuff that gets engagement on your website.
Yeah, that's a good one, because people, obviously, if they see something in the newsfeed from a brand, if there's 40 comments and 10 shares and a bunch of likes on that, they're probably more likely to engage with that content than something that's just blank. There's no engagement with it. So it's a really, really good point.
So those four are the things that I look at initially when I examine why don't my ads work.
Yeah. I think just taking those four tactics, even before you start getting like super granular about things, you can really, really make huge strides in improving those results. Like those are huge.
One other thing I would do is I would also turn off Instagram to start. When I like to start campaigns, I like to have different ads going on Instagram. Facebook will try and default you and turn on Instagram and turn Audience Network together. So I would actually just turn off Instagram and just focus on the mobile newsfeed. Just focus on one area, mobile newsfeed and desktop newsfeed. And those are the four things I think you should test out. On our next couple podcasts, we're talking about advanced audience techniques to really target and narrowly target the right audiences. There's some secret sauce I have when it comes to testing out different audiences that works really well. As far as split testing, I'm going to go into that in other podcasts, but those four key things, first four things to look at to answer the question, why are my ads not working?
Yeah. What can you do to improve results? I mean, it's huge. So definitely use those tactics next time to turn around some of your campaigns. Remember, we've all been there. Everyone has campaigns that don't work out, but if you use these tactics, you can start hopefully turning around some results.
Yeah, and you stop banging your head against the wall, because I know how hard it is. Like, we've all been there before. We're looking at the computer trying to figure out, why is my ads not working? Like, why? This is crazy. People should buy. And don't worry. It happens to every single great marketer. Happens to the best of us. So just focus on optimization and focus on being positive, and you're going to be able to overcome the negative campaign data to start.